In fact, I'll give you the preview of my final trade. Maybe I'll choose a new one. But what I was going to do for my final trade was SL Green, because to me it's the opposite side of the New York City real estate coin. And it's been a huge winner in the portfolio. It's got a 6% yield. But I just think when we're thinking about New York City real estate, this is why my theme all year has been like, don't just buy semis, pick individual companies. Don't just buy commercial real estate, pick individual companies. Don't just buy regional banks, pick individual regional banks. They're not all created equal. And I actually read an article yesterday that was talking about how money is flowing into regional bank CDs because they're able to offer higher rates than the big money center banks. So they're really not created equally. I do not believe it's systemic. And neither is New York City.
Was that your final trade?
SL Green was. I can choose a new one if we want to keep going.
I don't choose anything
Go
for
to
me.
everyone else. I'll choose another one.
You have a final trade?
Yeah. Palantir. We didn't get to talk about it. Palantir.
Love it.
Do me a favor. Go to their earnings call. Start at minute 29 when Alex Karp is talking. They are the original AI software data analytics firm. We know them from their military contracts. Their commercial business is exploding to the upside. They're rebuilding the company. This is very exciting. So I think it's got a really long room to run. It's under-owned. I think misunderstood.
Love it.
You buried the lead. You bought it.
I bought it, right? I didn't get to talk about it, so that's my final trade. Listen to the earnings call. I think you'll probably buy it as well.
Well, you've already owned it in the T.
I have, and they are going to deliver the Army's first AI-defined vehicle. That's absolutely remarkable. Well, this company is fantastic. My final trade would be Dexcom. That's a medical device company. It's breaking out today. Clearly more upside to take it back to the 2021 highs.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stocks Intake, where we review different stocks and look at their fundamentals as well as their technicals. So, just getting on to it. It's SLM Green Realty Corp. This is a very, very interesting one. Real estate. What a time to be in real estate, right? Initially, we do see the breakout over here on the 14th of December 2023, when we expected interest rates to come down. Some speculators expected 5 to 6 interest rate cuts this year, and that came down to 3 now. Some even expected 8 interest rate cuts this year, and you know what? That was the initial breakout that we saw on the stock, and then from there on we did see the expectations just plummeted. Everybody knew that those interest rates were not coming through. The economy was doing well, unemployment was really low, and people were still spending. So nobody was going out to sort of buy homes of those high prices and high interest rates, and people were expecting those interest rate cuts. Those didn't come, and then those real estate stocks that were breaking out, that were about to break out, just right about over here, just about to become bullish, or just about to go into that green zone, just came back down, started trading sideways. So in my opinion, if you ask me, SL Green Realty is not something that I'll be looking to buy even on the short term as a trade. I don't see any sort of short-term gains over here. I do, some people would argue this is a bullish trend over here. It's just about a breakout over here. But I don't see real estate being really something that that is going to pick up anytime soon till the end of the year. If you see something, 45% gain, almost a 45% gain over the last 1 year. If it was me, I would just take that 45% gain and move out of the stock and put that money to better use into another stock like Palantir. Palantir, oh my God, an AI leader, soon to be an AI leader. Something I've been holding the stock for more than a year, and this stock's been trading sideways, but I knew this thing was coming back. Because the technology and the company, the CEO that's really running this company is really, in my opinion, very extravagant, very out there, full of confidence, and he knows what he's doing. Palantir is one of the stocks that's really popular amongst retail investors right now, especially getting into the game. They've been in the game. People, if you've been around, investing, Palantir quite well, and the importance of Palantir in the AI game. and I easily predict this thing to be the next Nvidia if by 2030. I started holding this thing. I started buying this thing at around $13, and today it's at 26. So tremendous gains. 215% over 1 year. 215%. Tell me one reason why you should be holding SLG in that matter. And trust me, you get out of this thing, you put your money in here, you're gonna make a whole lot more. Given though, I do think Palantir is not a sort of a trade. In my opinion, I think it's a long-term hold. Simply because this kind of stock I've noticed is one of those that will only really go up in when there's some exciting news, like a new deal that's being announced. Like for example, they recently announced a $750 million deal with the army, the U.S. Army. I think it was a renewal of one of their contracts, and I think it was one of those contracts where they weren't really expecting to renew those contracts, and they went through and they renewed it, and the stocks just went really berserk, and their earnings came out really well. Revenues are top line revenues growing, bottom line revenues growing, exciting CEO, exciting technology. They're going out there worldwide. They work with the NHS in the UK. They work with the US Army. They work with the UK Army. Yeah, I mean, if you've been around, they're even participating in the war, and they're there in Australia as well, dealing with major retailers over there. So Palantir is one of the fastest growing companies, the fastest growing AI companies, and look at that breakout. Look at this. I've been holding the stock since last year. If I go through to last year, I see over 1 year. I've been holding the stock since maybe 20 I think 2023 May, just around here. This is when I bought my first around here, probably around this period here, towards the end of May. $14. This is when I bought it. I should have bought it, way earlier, way earlier. Would you look at this breakout here? I should have really bought it way earlier, and then I held it, and there was a breakout here, there was a breakout here, and so it keeps going, This is a stock that you want to buy. This is a stock that you want to really hold for the long term till 2030. And for someone like me who's bought the stock at $14, you see it go to 26, you're like, I mean, there's no reason for me to really buy it. It's above its 50-day moving average, 66 RSI. It's really tremendous. It's really tremendous, and whatever this company is doing is really working magic in the AI game, and it's totally the future. A lot of people have been talking about it left, right, and center, and it's one of those companies that could be the next Microsoft. So if you want to get onto this bandwagon early, do it. And just now moving on to the next stock, Dexcom. Look at that breakout. Twice. Look at that breakout. What a wonderful chart here. And this is the breakout that he's talking about. This is the kind of stuff that will keep going. Two breakouts in the stock market like this, a really bullish stock market. I think it's gonna keep going up. I don't know how long it's going to keep going up, but something that has been trading, breaking out just like this over a short period of time looks really promising. If you go over here, maybe you look at it year to date, and then you look at it over a 1 year period. It's been trading sideways, but it looks like it's reached its highest point over here. This is its all-time highs. If I'm not wrong over here. It's really reached 126, and over here, if you look at it, it's the all-time high was 137. So it's probably not yet there, but it's very promising in my opinion. Its current stock is, I mean, it's an 18% gain over 1 year, but this breakout over here looks really promising. And I think this is something that will really perform well over a short term. If you're looking for a good trade, life sciences, it's a good stock to hold on the short term, get some gains, and take them out. So I would say this is a 127. Is that so? So this is 133. So it has reached its all-time high, and it's a great stock to just get in, make some money, and get out. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining me for this video. Please subscribe, like the video, and share it with everybody. Share it with your friends and your family. And see you in the next video. Thank you very much.